We're delighted to be giving an honorary doctorate to George Mitchell because he's distinguished himself in American politics, but also, and perhaps even more relevantly for us, in terms of playing a major role in the Northern Ireland Agreement of 1998. And also, of course, he's had two different periods as a major negotiator for peace in the Middle East. So these are important achievements in themselves, and we're glad to honor him for those. Also, as it happens, we have quite a lot of academic activity at King's concerned with conflict resolution, some of it especially concerned with that sort of activity in the Middle East and the rest of the Mediterranean in our program in Mediterranean and Middle Eastern Studies. So whichever way you look at it, Senator George Mitchell is a very appropriate recipient of an honorary degree from King's.
Senator Mitchell is an extremely important and inspiring figure. I think his diplomacy and his leadership in the Northern Ireland peace process is a best practice case of third-party intervention in divided societies. What he brought to the Northern Ireland peace process was a balance. He quickly built trust and earned the trust of all the different parties to the negotiations, and this was a key element in the success of that peace process. And what's particularly exciting about Senator Mitchell's visit is that of our postgraduate student body, we have future leaders at King's, journalists, diplomats, policy officers and academics who will take the lessons learnt from the study of conflict resolution in divided societies and the example that Senator Mitchell set on with them throughout their careers.
Peace is very difficult to achieve in divided societies. It's very especially difficult to impose it from the outside. So there must be a desire and a feeling on the part of the people and a willingness to take the steps needed to make peace. That did exist in Northern Ireland. It has not so far existed between Israelis and Palestinians, but I think it will. Because I believe that the pain that they will endure politically in each society from negotiating a compromise agreement will actually be less than what they will endure if they don't reach an agreement. I think both Israel and the Palestinian people face very serious and dangerous futures, and an important step to alleviating those dangers and to dealing with the future effectively will be to sit down, negotiate and reach agreement on a two-state solution.
If in the coming months or years there is another US Special Envoy for Peace appointed to the Middle East, what advice would you offer him or her?
A lot of patience, a lot of perseverance, and be prepared to do a lot of traveling. It was very difficult for me, but I must say I enjoyed the challenge and the opportunity. I'm very grateful to President Obama for asking me to serve. But in the end, I think what one must do is to create a framework within which the parties themselves can begin to regard each other not as they or others, but as sharing a common humanity and sharing objectives. The one thing I found is that people everywhere, I found this in Northern Ireland and every north and south place in the world, love their children, want their children to do well, want to get them off to a good start in life. And that can only happen in a society that's at peace with security and opportunity for their people.
Senator Mitchell, an honour to have you with us this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.